Hello there. This is Bad Faux Well, this is a candy tin with a sliding lid. Sliding lid is great. You can adjust the opening up and down. It has an aluminum heatsink for boiling fuel faster if necessary. Holding up wicks if you put oil in it for fuel, things like that. Now the nice thing about this is it's simple. It's light. It's a great backup stove. It also fits into the folding esbit stove right beside the fuel pellets. It is awesome. Just a nice size. Plus it's a long rectangle, which means it gets more air to the side of the fuel, which means doesn't have the disadvantage of being a round tin and having a lot less air in the middle all the time. It's so much closer. Gives it better burn characteristics, I think, than a round tin. But it's a great backup stove. It's small, goes and you can put kindling in it. Looking for a small fuel ball to put inside of it. And well, you just put a little bit of in. No, just enough on the bottom there, as you can see. This thing is pretty frugal on fuel, and it's nice in that it's totally controllable without fancy equipment. So this burn is going to be done without the heatsink, just to show you the difference in the burn. I'll be doing a burn on video for with the heatsink in it to boil up faster. It gives it a little better characteristics. Better for colder weather, I think, but this is good for warm weather. Now with this, you can stick a wick in there in the super cold. You can use oil or possibly alcohol with a wick coming up on the lid, and you could, or a wire, or hang it on the heatsink to some kind to heat things up. Now it'd act like a candle. Now with the heatsink, it would probably cause the alcohol to burn as if it was going, because the heatsink would heat the fuel. If you just wanted a little flame to go for a long, long time, like a wick, you could have it come up on top and just hang over on the lip of the lid there and close it as much as you want to almost closed maybe. Now this is good when you just want to have a little bit of a flame and you want it to go, like half an ounce can go a long time if you can reduce the amount of flame. The cold it won't evaporate. Now, as you can see, the burn rate is really nice. Nice thing about this is you can also use it as if you were lighting a fire, it was raining out there, everything is wet. You can use this tin to light the fire, to light your kindling tinder or something in. Sparker, you could spark it, or cotton ball or wax or something, I guess. The nice thing about this is you can use a lid as well and just pour it out and pop it in, or just burn little twigs of that in it and then use it as a direct stove. Or you can use the esbit stove and just burn stuff in the base and just do it that way. That would work too. And the nice thing about this is once you let it dry, you can hold it up, put it in a Ziploc bag, and seal up whatever contamination or smells that may result from such things. I try not to burn this thing dry because it has a plastic coating that keeps the metal from rusting. And well, it lasts longer, and there's no need. I mean, you just wait till it's down to evaporate to mostly gone, and you can spritz it or just slide the tin closed and shut it off. It will pop when you first light it, of course, because it has air coming in from the back, across the top of the lid, across the top of the fuel, and the heatsink tips as well. It will keep the fuel cooler, so it won't boil so hot, and control the boil rate if you leave the lid on. Now, if you take it off, it'll be just an open container, and all bets are off. It just burns up red and everything. Once you go to half open, it will burn really nice. Now with the heat sink in there, it burns hotter, of course, and it's just nice blue flame still because of the air coming in. But once you start getting past that, you start getting more into the reds, with some little red peaks here and there, and as you open it more and more and less air um, mixing, you get, of course, redder and redder flames. But it's still better because it's still a rectangle and the air can still get in from the side, so it's a lot better than it could be if it was a round tin. Now, these are really good. You put this in with your folding stove or as a backup stove. Even if I could find a little bottle, that would be even better as a backup, you know, because you can always sacrifice and change the shape of the heat sink, you know, it means nothing. Now, it's just nice. They're simple and it can hold things. If you put a little Ziploc bag in with some fire starter and stuff like that, you could do that in this because it can hold it and it's metal. So it's pretty, you have to do some pretty ugly things to make this thing not work and be useful to you, for you. I guess if it came down to it, you could even melt snow in it for water and maybe put a candle in it, or a candle underneath it, I guess. If you put a candle in it, it'll burn good, but it'll just hold the candle, won't allow it to fall over. It'll be like a support tin to catch any wax in that. Stop fire from spreading. As you can see, as you open it up wide, the red flame starts coming because there's not enough oxygen. If you take the lid off completely, it would be like completely red. So, yeah, it's a great backup stove. Thank you. This is Bad Full Bar, showing you one of the simple stoves. I'll get into the good ones later on. Come up with those videos afterwards. But I thought I'd show this one because, well, I already filmed it, and this one's easy to do. Just test it out first. Thank you. You have a great day, eh?